What's up guys, Shining EV123 back again with some more Pokemon Crystal. That's right, I haven't played since Monday, but I have done some training and there is something that I am supposed to be doing first, before I get to a team recap. Because I was meant to do this off screen, but I literally forgot. Now, I'm depositing Onyx for multiple reasons. The first is that it's not going to be much use to us in the upcoming water routes, because obviously they're going to be filled with water type Pokemon, which Onyx is 4 times weak to, and I don't want to lose another Pokemon for a while. In addition to that, Onyx is weak to the types of the next 2 gyms, so Onyx will no longer be on our team for a while, but we do have some Pokemon that I can go through, starting with Polarity, the Magnemite, level 23 with Thundershock, Tackle, Thunder Wave, and Sonic Boom. Next, Rogue is the same, Bite, Supersonic, Leech Life, and Confuse Ray. I am still looking for another move to teach it over Supersonic, because I apparently have both Supersonic and Confuse Ray, and I'm never going to be using both. Nutcracker the Pinsir, level 24. Vice Grip, Focus Energy Bind, Seismic Toss, nothing new. BS Shifter the Tauros, level 23. Horn Attack, Scary Face, Rage Tackle, again nothing new. But here is Martha the Poliwag, level 23, with Water Gun, Hypnosis, Bubble, and Double Slap, which is fantastic. So, let's get on. I've stocked up on items, so we are good to go. And before we go over there, actually, I may do the lighthouse, because I haven't done that yet. So maybe I could have kept Onyx on my team just for this episode, but I didn't really feel like it. You don't battle me, so we'll just move on, and I believe you start with a water type. Wait. I haven't been in here yet, have I? I'm pretty sure I haven't. Okay, I haven't. I was worried for a sec. I was like, wait, have I been in here already? But no, I haven't. So, what to talk about? I have been watching videos from another YouTuber called Owen from Ohio. Very good YouTuber, very funny. And basically he was talking about injuries. And that made me think, why don't I just talk about some injuries? So, obviously if you get a bit, if you get uncomfortable talking about this stuff, you may want to skip forward a little bit, but I'm not going to talk about an injury I've had, because I don't really have any interesting stories, except for one, which isn't really a blood story, it's more along the lines of a burn, but I'll get onto that in a minute. What I really want to talk about is an injury that my brother had. Now, he didn't break any bones or anything, he just was running around the classroom with his friends. He actually tripped and he smashed his head on the corner of the table. And it was weird because they had to get my mum to come out of work. They had to get both my parents to come out of work. I got to leave school early, which was probably the only benefit to it. But yeah, it wasn't nice. And you could, he had to have stitches where the opening was, and you could hear him screaming from, the waiting room, telling the nurse to stop putting stitches in him because he didn't like it. So that's a funny story right there. But an injury I've had, it's not the most interesting story. It's just a burn on my hand that's really just not gonna go away. Because what happened is we were having a family barbecue and I was reaching for a burger, and someone accidentally jogged my hand and it landed on the barbecue, which was still on. So, it was only on there for a split second, so it wasn't that bad, but it's still, I've still got the burn mark on my hand and it's never gonna go away. So I thought I'd bring that up just because Owen from Ohio was talking about injuries, and I wanted to talk about some permanent injuries that both me and my brother have had, so that's interesting. Anyway, let's talk about the question of the day, and I want, on the lines of injuries, what is the worst injury that you've ever been inflicted with? Whether you've broken a bone, or if it's just a funny story, you know. I don't care, let me know in the comments. And as you can see, Magnemite is just tearing everything up right now. It's crazy. It destroyed that Pidgey, and it's going to get to level 24. And I'm looking forward to Polarity evolving, because even though we've got to wait till it's level 30, it's going to be a while. And I'm just going to switch to Martha, because she's 2 levels from evolving. Because I believe she evolves at 25. I could be wrong. I haven't looked it up or anything. I feel like it's not necessary. But we're just going to get on with it anyway. So, what else should I talk about? I went to an open mic night event last night, and it was actually a very good event. The only problem was only 2 people showed up, so it was just to perform. So it was just me and my friend Dan. Well, he was, he had to do 2 sets because I was only up there for like 20 minutes. And well, he had his guitar so he could just do that, but all I have is backing tracks, so I couldn't really do a whole lot with that. And it's pretty interesting, pretty amazing, to be completely honest, but it was a good night. Everyone is just so supportive whenever I turn up there. I didn't go for 3 weeks because I had some issues either getting down there or just some issues with some people around by where I live, so I wasn't able to get down there. But since I went down there last night, it was an amazing show, great turnout, so I really enjoyed that. And that's what I do Thursday nights, which is why there's no videos on Thursday nights. Unless I don't go, in which case I'm either really busy or just can't be bothered to do anything on that Thursday night. That is scary that Martha nearly died. Wow. Luckily, I remembered to stock up on super potions. Luckily. And I'm going to switch out because Martha's about to die. So we're going to go over to Polarity again, because Polarity just destroys everything in the upcoming areas. All these Pidgeys, all the water types that we'll be facing. So we're going to be seeing a lot of Magnemite in the next few episodes, which I'm actually looking really forward to, because I think it's going to be a fantastic Pokemon to use. But yeah, so let's just use a super potion really quick. And I should probably put these to the top of the bag so I don't have to scroll all the way down. There we go. And use one on Martha, because I do want Martha to evolve. And I believe there is a guy in here who has a Growler. Yeah, I think it's this guy. So we're just gonna put Martha to the front, not waste any time. And here we go! That's the thing, is I've been obsessed recently with just naming Pokemon regular people names. I don't know how many people do that, but I know a lot of people like to do that. Yeah, I know, especially as a kid, I used to do that a lot. Like, I would just think of a random person name and just name my Pokemon that name. And it was a lot of fun trying to come up with different names, unique names, seeing how many different names I could come up with for these Pokemon. But it's definitely a very fun and very interesting thing to do. And my recording's about to cut out on me, so I better finish this battle quick. I'm not going to super speed, because every time I super speed I seem to lose Pokemon, but that's just the thing. I might have to super... Oh, you're going to roar. Okay, I'm going to have to super speed. Actually, you know what? I'm going to let the recording cut out and I'll be back in just a sec. Okay, now I've just quickly switched back to Martha and he's going to already roll me out into Magnemite. I'm alright with that because Magnemite hopefully can do a bit of damage to this thing. If not, we're going to die probably. There's the Ember. Alright, we took that pretty well, so I'm just going to tackle and hope it doesn't miss. Yep, there we go, so that's good. Now, like I've said many times before, I'm only going to super speed when it's, like, absolutely necessary. So, you know, just because it's a lot to do. Like, every time I super speed, I lose Pokemon, it seems. I hope Martha is still up the front. She is, so I'm going to keep Martha out the front because I want to make sure she evolves. And I want it to happen in this episode so we don't have to worry about it in future episodes. Because she's not going to get a lot of experience going forward. So I figured I'll just leave her out front and switch her in and out as necessary. I have to switch to Polarity. I did not heal Polarity up, which I probably should have done. Vice Grip. Uh-oh, that's not going to do a lot. I resist that, so that's fine. Thunder Shock, and hopefully Krabby goes down. Speaking of Krabby, and Owen from Ohio, I like the fact he's using Krabby in his Fire Red Let's Play. I've never really used Krabby that much post Gen 4 or before Gen 4 because it's a physical attacking Pokemon and water attacks were always special between Gens 1 and 3, so I never really used Krabby. But I do think it's a good Pokemon. It's definitely a reliable water type, and if you're looking for a good water type, Krabby's definitely a good choice. Now, I know I'm going the wrong way. I'm doing it on purpose because I want to make sure I cover everything. TM34, what is that? Let's have a look. Remember, it's been a long time since I've played the Gen 2, so I might be a little rusty. Swagger. TM34 is Swagger. And in future gens, they actually changed it to be TM87, so that's pretty interesting. I don't know why that's interesting, it just is, but there we go. And this guy's got Spearow, so I'm thinking Martha can do a little bit to this Spearow and hopefully get to level 24. And I'm sorry if you can hear background noises. I'm the only one at home right now, so I have to leave like all the doors open so I can hear or just my bedroom door, so I can hear if like there's a knock at the front door or anything, or if the house phone rings. I have to make sure I can run downstairs to get it. Spearow, I'm staying in because Martha seems to do pretty well. Wow, look at that. That was a great animation. Now remember, as a kid I never played Crystal and I never played Silver, but I always played Gold. And ironically, I've seen some people. I've been watching Shady Penguin's Rival Lock with Nips on their channels. And honestly, some of the Silver sprites look better than some of the Gold sprites that I remember. So, I guess that's one thing I missed out on playing Silver. Is the games are there's not really much difference between the two games, except like the version exclusives and the sprites. So that's kind of one thing that is definitely something. And all different versions of games have their ups and their downs. I'm definitely not gonna deny that. Like Crystal, for example, there are still Pokemon missing from Crystal, which is a shame because I can't catch Vulpix. I can only get Growlithe for Magmar or Cyndaquil for Fire types, I think. The only other one I can think of off the top of my head is Charmander and maybe Slugma and Magcargo and Houndour, but I don't think those three can be got until the after game. So we'll have to leave them out for now. And Spearow is coming back in, so I'm going back to Martha. Because I know Martha can handle Spearow, it's no problem. And hopefully she's How close are you to leveling up? Okay, you're actually quite far. Never mind. Well, I want to find other stuff to talk about. Like, I really don't know though. That Sparrow's dead anyway, so it doesn't matter. So yeah, like, a lot of things happen in my week. Oh my god, go away. Yeah, so things happen during my week that sometimes I don't really want to talk about because it's either not very interesting or there isn't really a funny story with it. There's a rare candy. Hooray. I think actually that's maybe one of the first rare candies we've seen, like, as I know we haven't found many rare candies all throughout this entire Nuzlocke, so, and I'm gonna try to not use rare candies unless it's absolutely necessary, so just like, you know, the speed up. And you have a Meryl, the blue Pikachu that everyone, when it first came out, when they caught Meryl, they called it Pika-Blue, and I know this because I was that person. Even though I talked about naming Pokemon with regular people names, it doesn't matter. It does not matter. Either way, excuse that, you can hear my dog in the background. Yeah, you can definitely hear my dog in the background. Right, we have to forget about it and move on. You know what, she's getting flustered. I'm gonna have to stop the recording here, guys, and make sure she's alright, so I'll be back in just a sec. Alright guys, I'm back. My dad's actually back for his lunch break, so I have to... So, you know, that's what my dog was worried about, all flustered about, because she can hear when a car pulls up in our driveway, so... That's, that. So we were battling this sailor guy right here, and... Well, we were about to, anyway, so now we are going to battle him in Poliwhirl. Look, Martha, this is what you can become. Once you get that little bit of experience that you need. But for now, we're switching to Polarity, because Polarity is incredible when it comes to taking on water types or flying types. And in future generations, because it's a steel type, you know, it became very good at taking on fairy types. And it's also good at taking on ice types, but there aren't any good, really good steel attacks in this game. Polarity's level 25. There's an ether, so that's good. Climb to the top of the lighthouse. Battle this guy. We've got Machop on his team. So, yeah, I'm gonna switch to Nutcracker. I wish the Pokemon were animated as they came in from your end, but, you know, they're not really, unfortunately. Wow, I forgot how strong Pinsir is. We'll just go for another Vice Grip. Take the thing down. And in comes Machop again. No, but I'm going to switch back to Martha because Martha is the Pokemon I want to get evolved, and hopefully it's close. Okay, so hopefully we should be able to take it out, or like get it evolved this episode, if it is level 25. I could be wrong. I hope I'm not. I really hope it does evolve at level 25. Thinking about it, it could be 28. But we'll just have to wait and see. Polywall. So Muffler still didn't level up. She should offer this Poliwhirl though. And how do you have a level 18 Poliwhirl? That's what I don't get about Pokemon games, is how come they put Pokemon in the game that are evolved Pokemon and yet they're not at the level that they are meant to evolve at. That's never made any sense to me. And that always confused me as a kid. It's like, how he has a level 18 version of this Pokemon, why can't I? And it always confused me as a kid, but now I just realise now that the players in the game are all hackers and cheaters, so it's fine. Rain dance. I don't really need that, I don't think. Would be nice. I'm going to teach it over Bubble, because I don't need Water Gun and Bubble, especially when Water Gun is so much stronger than Bubble. So we'll do that, and hopefully Martha evolves. Thinking about it, it could be 26 or it could be 28. But no, it is 25. I was right! And we are going to get a Poliwhirl, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. Now all we need is a Water Stone, and this thing will be a Poliwrath. And have I taught you Surf yet? I don't actually think I have, which is probably why you've been lacking in power. Oh, you can learn Ice Punch too. Forget about that. Okay. Ice Punch is probably better to teach you than Bubble. So we're gonna do, Double Slap, so we're gonna get rid of that. And I'm sorry I'm doing this on screen, but it's, you know, best time to do it. Surf, I'm gonna teach, because we need a better move. What? Tauros can learn Surf? Wow. Alright, that's hilarious. I don't even care what any of you think. I am teaching Surf to Tauros, because that is just funny. That is funny. Oh crap. Oh, I got rid of Rage. Oh well. I was meant to get rid of Tackle, but I pressed the button too soon. I'm trying to think. Do I want to teach Thunder Punch and Fire Punch to Poliwhirl? Because, oh, we can't learn Thunder Punch anyway. Can it at least learn Fire Punch? No, okay. So it can only learn Ice Punch. So we still have the other two, which isn't too bad, I guess. We found a Super Repel. Okay. I'm going to quickly put BS Shifter to the front, because it is my lowest level. And I'm pretty sure that there are some items up here that we can grab. Let me try and find... Oh, there's one. There it is. It's over there. What is it? It is a Super Potion. Sweet! So we have another Super Potion. And now we can talk to Jasmine here. And she's talking about this Ampharos, how it's sick and how it needs medicine to power the lighthouse, because apparently animal slavery is a thing in Gen 2. And now we have to take the short way down. Even though it's really not much quicker. And that's going to be it for this episode, guys. So, to recap, we climbed the lighthouse, we obtained a Poliwhirl, and taught Surf to a couple of our Pokemon. So, that's going to be it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time. And remember, if you're liking the series, and if you like this video, make sure you leave a cheeky little like down below. Make sure you subscribe so you know when I upload next. And Shining Eevee 123, over and out.